Hey guys, it's Dice here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today it's gonna kind of be like a quick little video. As you can see by the title, I just want to do like a little quick and easy glam for you guys. So kind of like if you're on a rush but you still want it to look very glam and cute, and it's also not gonna be like a lot of overpowering eyeshadow. So yeah, if you guys want to see a simple and easy glam, then just keep on watching. So as you guys can see, I already did my eyebrows off camera just because, listen, y'all don't want to see an eyebrow tutorial from me. Like, y'all would not recreate it anyways because I'm not good at doing my eyebrows. They actually look pretty okay today. I think I learned like when I take a little bit more time with them, then they look a little bit better. Like, that's obvious. But let's just get started because this is supposed to be a quick glam. So first I'm just gonna take this Makeup Revolution Concealer and Define Infinite Concealer in the shade C10, and I'm just gonna prime my eyes with this. We're not using a lot of eyeshadow, but we are using some. We're kind of gonna do like a smoky eyeliner, so you just kind of want a base for that. So we're just gonna put that all over the lid with this Morphe Beauty sponge. And this is the one with the sharp, and I really like this one. Okay, and now that the concealer is down, I'm gonna take the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder in the shade, the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in Banana, and I'm just gonna set my concealer. Usually I don't do that because I want the eyeshadow to be very pigmented, but this look is going to be very soft but still like very glam. And I'm just setting it because, like I said before, there's not going to be eyeshadow all over the lids, so you don't want the places where there's not going to be eyeshadow to crease, basically, because there's no shadow or powder setting it. So you just want to set all of that. And for today's eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. I really like this palette for classic like glams, and also like browns and nudes and like just nude glams, because it has all matte and they're all browns and blacks, and I just think this is a really nice palette for that. So now, like I don't know if I said, we're going to be doing like a blended smoky liner. So I'm just gonna take some tape. This is the only tape that I have, so don't judge me. I'm just gonna take some tape, and basically I'm doing like where the bottom of my eye, if the bottom of my eye would keep going, it would create that line. You can do it wherever you usually like to put your eyeliner. This is just where I'm gonna do it. And actually this tape is probably a good tape to use because it's not too abrasive and it's not too like sticky, so it will like not give you wrinkles, I guess, if you pull it off. And now I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, which is just a flat angled brush, and I'm going to take Walzana in the palette, which isn't the darkest black, but it's the second to darkest, just because you kind of just want to do an outline just to make sure like you want the eyeliner to be there. So I'm just going to use the second to darkest shade. And that's a pretty good outline for me. So I'm going to take Shawada, which is the black in the palette, and just put that there. And now I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics small fluffy brush, and I am going to take Yodit, which is this light brown color, and I'm just going to start blending that out. And then I'm going to go back into Walzana and just darken that up a little bit more. You kind of want it to look like a gradient, so you're going to want to keep stamping down the colors and blending out. And now I'm going to take this side tape off, and you see how it just gave a very sharp defined like line at the bottom. The BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, and I'm just going to take Kafuru, and I'm going to kind of connect it to the eyeliner and just bring it a little bit into the crease like that. Then I'm going to take that Beige Cosmetics small blending brush and just blend that out. And then a little bit got where I wanted there to be no eyeshadow, so I am just going to take a small flat brush. I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. This is the NYX Full Coverage Concealer in the shade CJ05, or medium, I guess. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. I'm also going to like put it on my hand just to take some of it off, and I'm just going to carve out where I wanted there to be no eyeshadow. Okay, and now I'm going to do the other eye. And now that the other eye is finished, I'm going to move on to the face. So I already put on primer. The primers that I have been really liking recently are the Makeup Revolution Pro Base Aqua Priming Base, and then also the Makeup Revolution Glass Skin Primer. They look really nice together on the skin. It looks a little bit like oily and very shiny right now, which is kind of a good thing to have it like this right now, because after I put on my foundation, it makes it look very dewy and very natural and very like hydrated from within type look. So that's why I really like this. Recently I have not been a big fan of like powder highlighter because I feel like it looks a little dusty on me, so I have been using like a liquid highlighter. I haven't used this one, but I'm sure I'm gonna like it. It is the ABH Liquid Glow in the shade Bronze, and I'm just gonna take this, and I'm also gonna take a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm actually just gonna take some of this on the brush. Whoa, usually I'll like put little dots, but I'm just gonna put it straight on with the brush under my foundation, and a little bit goes a long way. And that's pretty much the case with all liquid highlighters, I feel like. And it kind of just gives like that very nice glow, like I said about the primer, from within. Because the liquid, I keep saying liquid, the powder highlighters that I have just, I guess, are not good for my skin color. Well, no, some of them are. It's just like the ones that aren't like bam in your face always look a little bit ashy on me, so I just go with this. So yeah, now I have that. I'm gonna use a drugstore foundation just so it can still be like affordable and quick and stuff. So I am going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 334 Warm Sun. And I'm going to see if this is my shade right now, because sometimes I have to mix my foundations with a little bit of darker because it's summer. I haven't been in the sun, but just the idea of the sun makes me a little bit tan sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's see if this is my shade. Let me blend this out and see if it'll need. Actually, it looks pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to take that, and I usually just use a big flat brush to put down the foundation all over. And I'm going to take that Morphe sponge again, and I'm just going to blend it out. I usually start with doing under my eyes and like the upper half of my face first with this sponge. And since this eyeshadow look is very sharp, you're going to want to take the flat side of the sponge and just make sure you get super close to the eye look without messing it up. That's a good thing about this sponge. And then to do the lower half of my face, I just take this big Sonia Kashuk sponge, which I love because it's just very big and it just makes everything get done so much quicker. I forgot how much I love this foundation. It's very skin-like, and you see how it's like it's like medium coverage, but I'm pretty sure, because I use this foundation before, like this is like my go-to drugstore foundation, but I haven't used it in a long time. I'm pretty sure it's buildable, so I'm just gonna take some more foundation on that sponge and just, yep, it is very buildable, and just put that on places where I feel like need a little bit extra coverage, because this is Glam, even though it's like a quick, I forgot to color correct. Ugh, annoying, but whatever. Yeah, even though it's a quick simple, I kind of mean like also like a little bit inexpensive, quick, like with anything you have glam, you still want it to be full coverage. And now for concealer, I am going to take the same concealer that I used to prime my eyes, which is just the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. This is going to look really light, but we are highlighting, especially since this is a full, like since it's a glam look, you just want to highlight, bring some of that dimension back. And I'm going to be using that same Morphe sponge. I also find that using the same sponge to blend out concealer that you used to blend out your foundation kind of just makes it all melt together and blend it really nicely, because it's kind of like there's already a little bit of product on from the one that's under the concealer from the foundation, so then it just mixes well and it just like blends everything out better. That's just my opinion, so yeah. Okay, this is so beautiful. I haven't used this foundation in like, which I'm pretty sure this whole base was drugstore, which is amazing, because I mean I technically consider Makeup Revolution like drugstore or like inexpensive. At least you can't get it from a drugstore, but it is very inexpensive and it's on the inexpensive side of Ulta, so I kind of like classify that as like not drugstore but inexpensive. So this is all inexpensive drugstore and it looks really good. I haven't used the Fit Me foundation with these primers and it looks really nice. I don't know if you guys can tell. And now I'm just gonna sit underneath my eyes with that same Makeup Revolution luxury powder. I just need I think a few more things, and I think I'm going to do a full face of Makeup Revolution because they are slowly becoming one of my favorite makeup brands. Not only are they like amazing products, they're also really inexpensive, which y'all know. If you know me, you know I love inexpensive. Like I don't spend that much. Like I like to find good makeup but also inexpensive makeup. So yeah. And now I am going to take the e.l.f. contour palette and I'm going to use this brown shade to bronze a little bit. And I'm going to take this Real Techniques duo fiber brush. I just learned that like this puts it on how I like it, because I don't like it to be very intense. I just like it to bring color back into my face. And with the duo fiber brush, since the bristles are like kind of spread far apart, it just like puts it down smoothly and like evenly, which I like. Not evenly, but like smoothly and like blended out already, which I really like. So I just put on a blush from this sleek blush palette in the shade Pink Lemonade. I just took the two powder brushes in it and mixed them and put that on. Now I'm going to do my under eye. So I usually do my under eye with just like a flat brush. So I just have this flat brush. And I'm going to go back into the Warrior 2 palette and I'm going to take Kafuru. And I'm just going to run that across my lower lash line. And now I'm going to do lips, which I'm just going to do like a nude lips. Okay, so I put on some lashes, just some very thick lashes. I don't know, because every time I do like glam, I just want like a thick lash. Just so you guys know, the camera is making me look very like gray and washed out. In person, it's not doing that. I even turned off like one of my lights just to see if that would make a difference, but it still kind of looks like that. But anyways, yeah, so this is the finished look. I really like how it's like simple but it's also glam. Like it's not a full dramatic eyeshadow look, but it still is very pretty and simple, but it still looks very glam. Yeah, this is like the finished quick easy glam look. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications to be notified every time that I upload, and I hope I will see you guys in my next video, which twice a week, so Friday. So I will see you guys on Friday. Thanks for watching.